Welcome back to Father and Fun. Let's play Outlast. This is episode 11. I'm Espresso Steampunk.
And I'm Shecky.
And if you'll remember, we had just kind of escaped the crazy doctor, then we went through the burning cafeteria, and we finally got outside.
Where it's raining.
Yeah, go figure. Miles is having just the worst night. It's actually very Floridian in that sense.
Yes, it is.
So two things are immediately apparent.
He's getting wet.
Yes. Okay, three things are immediately apparent. That's the first one. Secondly, there's like no lighting, so you're going to be burning through batteries. But even more important, you'll notice I start doing these crossfade edits. I cut a lot of material out. It's gotten to the point where I'm getting a bit tired of this game. And
No, I can't believe it. Really?
It's like, I hate to admit it, but
Tell us how you really feel.
Unfortunately, there's a whole lot of just exploring. Like, it's nice that they break up the action sequences, but I got lost a lot, and there's a lot of just exploring and looking for batteries. So, I just cut all that out.
Good.
Yeah. So watch this. This is surprising.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is cool what's coming up. Finally. I just grabbed the key and unlocked it. I didn't want to walk back and forth just to show that you need the key.
Right, I saw the key.
There's another edit because
Yeah.
And I'll explain the reason I had that edit in there, in fact, but it'll take about 30 seconds to set up. Maybe it was 45 seconds, but check this out.
Whoa! What was that?
Yeah. So, and he even makes a little scribble about it. He says, "God help me, I think I've seen the Wall Rider." So, this marks a dramatic shift into the occult, basically. We're no longer just dealing with crazies. Like, all the weird rantings we've been reading about are definitely true. And it's just a bit strange that it comes up this late in the game. Not that I'm complaining, but suddenly it's like, whoa, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Well, when you talk about strange rantings, I'm looking for Donald Trump.
Oh no, let's try and go one episode. So, you'll notice a crossfade here because I couldn't find that freaking ladder. I walked around the entire wall, and they're like, oh, there I go. It's a ladder. And there's the fade before because I had actually, when I opened the door and the Wall Rider popped out, I was still looking around for batteries. So I was like, what the hell was that? And I reloaded my game just to make sure I got it for this Let's Play. So there's all kinds of climbing and shimmying, and I'm just cutting all of it out. I'm not going to say it's repetitive, but it is excessive.
Excessively repetitive.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, like, as cool as the night vision camera is, like, I don't want to stare at a green screen for this long, and certainly neither do my viewers.
Right.
So again, I'm cutting stuff out, and just kind of, if you're watching this and you're playing along, you will be able to follow these crossfades, and you can just figure out where to go. But, like, that stupid thing took me 20 minutes to realize I could jump over it.
Wow.
And again, edit, because I'm just looking for batteries. And spoiler alert, like, even though it's kind of tense and it's dark and it's rainy, the whole place from this point on is lousy with batteries. Like, you will never run out of batteries. And it's kind of a shame because I noticed, viewers will remember, my battery gauge has never gone to 0. But it turns out when it does, it's not like night vision stops working, it just gets even narrower in focus, like the depth of field. So in that way, it makes it more intense, and I kind of wish the game required you to go through a section without batteries, and then you're like super freaked out, you know, just to mix it up.
Stop and listen to the sound effects. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, the sound design is so great. And even like that musical sting when the bad guy starts chasing you. And
We should call the bad guy Murray.
Murray?
Murray, I don't know why. Hey, here comes Murray.
It's Murray again. He's like the kid that always wants to sit at your lunch table in high school, and you're like, oh man.
Not Murray.
Not Murray.
Oh, wow.
It actually makes me think of the dog from Mad About You, oddly enough.
Oh, really?
Like, that's such a part of my childhood. I wasn't even such a huge fan, but it was just on the air whenever I was watching TV.
Oh, that's attractive.
Yeah, it's nice that they light this area, at least. I can fault some gameplay as much as I want, but they've got the lighting and the set design and the sound down.
The only thing they don't have is swimming lessons.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that sounds like the worst idea.
Well, they're lying in the water there. Look at them if they learn how to swim.
It reminds me of there's a comedian, Dan Cummins. I really like him. He has a bit about he heard there was like a rehab program in a prison where the prisoners get personal trainers and like work out a lot and stuff for whatever reason. And the comedian is like, yeah, one of the people in the program was arrested for attempted murder. Now he can bench press 500 pounds. I think his next attempt is going to be a go. And there I am still fiddling with doors I know won't open. But...
You're beginning to understand, but not yet.
So I don't know if like the whole rain there was supposed to be like a baptism or something, because I know they did that in Boondock Saints,
Soon,
or maybe that Fountain of Blood. But like we walk through all that, we see the Wall Rider, and now we're kind of getting anointed by the priest again, and now we know he's actually like a religious figure, even if he is batshit crazy.
Oh, you just tempting
I'm
me.
tempting.
You're just
I know.
tempting
Oh,
me
even I was
things-
gonna drop a Joel Osteen reference or something, but that lighting reminded me of something I'd heard in the old film noir movies, and I like them. I haven't seen enough to confirm it, but apparently, like, whenever you see a character with like the blinds casting shadows over their face, that means they're gonna end up in jail at the end of the movie. Like, it was some foreshadowing.
Oh, really?
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
I've only seen a few of the classics. I don't know how true it holds.
Let's Google that and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems a little far-fetched, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, when I see a Tumblr post on Facebook dropping knowledge, I tend to question it. I don't think you can hear, but there was some background noise as I went to sneak around there, and it totally creeped me out. Again, if we talk over that, no biggie. Whoever wants to play the game will still get to enjoy the environment.
Enjoy the environment. Now, that's an oxymoron if I ever heard it looking at this.
Well, I mean, some people enjoy adrenaline.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I shouldn't judge.
So this is really interesting. Obviously, they're setting up our next environment, our next kind of set piece. But it actually takes a little while to pay off. I reloaded to show off this scribble. I don't really know what to make of it, but definitely it's like the character is getting more indoctrinated. It's kind of like one of those things, like he's gonna believe it whether it's true or not at this point. I don't know.
Like American voters. Oh, I'm sorry. Here I go again.
Well, how about this? There was a black and white movie. It's referenced in the Rocky Horror Picture Show opening song. I don't remember. Such and such said prunes gave him the runes, right? So something about runes, but this whole movie is about like a magician that can summon like a gargoyle, but you're never supposed to know if the gargoyle is real or not. Like, is it really magic, or are people just kind of spooking themselves? And apparently there was a problem where the special effects were too good, so the director was like, "You ruined it. It looks like magic," or something. But it was a good movie, I thought. I was half expecting that you would have seen it as I started.
Yeah, I know.
talking.
I'm trying to connect to it, and I couldn't place it.
Gene Andrews or something. I don't know.
Well, there's the Andrews sisters and
No, it's a guy.
Gene Andrews.
I don't know. So anyway, not a big deal. I'll post it in the threads or something. But so this is like the first time you'll see me run out of. Nope, never mind. But pretty soon you'll see me run out of batteries. But this place.
What's wrong with this place? It's got toilets with stalls.
I don't know. I mean,
Because some of the other rooms they had toilets without the stalls, right?
it's true. Well, we're in. I think this is the female ward, so maybe it's if ladies' bathrooms are a bit cushier.
Yeah. Well, don't say that. Then then it sounds like we're being sexist or something.
Nah, it's just a '90s comedy bit.
Okay.
But they set this up as you enter the area. They set it up like, oh, there's a bunch of bad guys, and it takes a while for you to actually encounter any of them. Like, even that guy
It looks like a chessboard.
isn't doing anything. Yeah, it looks nice. Again, with the comedians, there's that overturned wheelchair.
Yeah.
And another comedian I'm a fan of, John Mulaney, has a whole bit about when he lives and when he moved to New York. He says you'll see the strangest things. Like one time in the middle of the park or something, you'll see a wheelchair and it's just tipped over and no one's in it. There's no explanation. You hope it was a miracle that happened, but probably not.
Either a miracle or pop art.
Oh well, that would be
Something like that.
that would be a bit more optimistic. And speaking of funny things, after this document, something pretty funny happens. I'm leaving the notes and stuff up for about 6 to 8 seconds, so viewers can just pause and read it. Count to 5 and then hit pause. Anyway, I want to talk to this happy fellow, and he straight up murders you. No way to avoid it except just don't talk to him, but my curiosity got the best of me. And that's the first time that has ever happened in this game. Because you see me get in the faces of all kinds of,
Right.
background characters or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, cut all the way back to the wheelchair room. And just even that little bit of light in this area is so refreshing. So one of the reasons I got so lost here, and you'll note I started closing doors behind me and stuff just to remember where I've been. Again, lousy with batteries. But one of the reasons I got lost was you'll see there's a stairway that looks like you can't use it. But it turns out the trick is you just jump. Just run and jump. And the game facts I was following didn't mention that, and, there's not really much to indicate it, so there you have it. You didn't see the original footage, but it was probably about an hour and a half to get,
Oh, wow.
15, 14 minutes into this Let's Play. Really good lighting. And you don't really know the old days of video games, but what you're seeing here is called dynamic lighting, which means like every light object in the game, like in the diegesis or whatever, casts its own light. So you'll see shadows move based on where you are in relation to the lighting and stuff. And it took, the first time that really happened, I think, was Doom 3, which was back in 2002, maybe 2003. Because before, if anything was like a shadow or something, they would just basically paint the floor a bit darker or paint the wall a bit darker. So it looked like shadow, but you couldn't actually, it wasn't based on any light source. So one of the annoying things here is Father Martin keeps showing up and being like, all right, come on, let's chat. Keep going. And it's like, why don't you help me out, bro? He seems to know all the ins and outs of this place. He may even be the ones writing that and, follow the blood and stuff.
Drive in the nails?
Yeah, and you actually don't, as far as I know. It's just a Christ reference, I guess. That's kind of where this theme is going at this point.
Oh, okay. All right, I see where you're coming from.
I don't know if you even caught before while I was walking around, but we need to get a key for the elevator or something. Not the elevator, the stairway. We have to get the key for the stairway. It's locked in the laundry chute, tied to a corpse that's been stuffed in the laundry chute. And then to open the laundry chute, we need to find 3 fuses. So it's sort of a fetch quest. At least we see it all laid out in front of us. And this guy is going to be a pain in my ass next episode. So that's it for episode 11. I'm Espresso Steampunk.
And I'm Shecky.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Ciao, baby.